All right, readers, once again, happy Saturday. We are diving into Cash Daddies 88 Johnny's pick, which is metals. I'm going to take the time here, I think, to let's do a quick update on spot gold and spot silver, I believe. Let's do that. Okay, so we are looking at gold, 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 gold. And the very high level structure that we have been watching now at the monthly level, so this is very long term, but it's super interesting. Monthly level, we have this massive cup and handle. Okay, so this is a cup and handle technical structure. We've just completed the handle. We've broken out of the handle. So we've broken out of the handle. We've retested the all-time high, even the wick. I mean, look at that. And we're now pulling back to do a retest of that breakout. So this is how I'm reading it. So you can see, right? Cup, blue line, handle here, breakout. This wick retests that all-time high, previous all-time high, sells off, but we expect to sell off because this is technically a breakout. And so we're watching this to come and bounce back down into around here and move off of here, giving us the what should be ideally the final breakout of the cup and handle pattern, moving into the new trend after this technical pattern. And that's what will start bringing us into new highs and potentially coinciding with some sort of rollover of whatever recession, whatever crash, whatever thing is coming up. Maybe maybe Putin and other countries start linking their currency to gold, and gold demand goes up. I don't know. But so this is the cup and handle. So we really want to see this pullback down into here, which if we do, so let's zoom in on this handle and let's just do a quick analysis. Here, let me clean up a little bit. We can get rid of this yellow box. Okay, so we just do a quick analysis with this fib on this move from this down here up to that retest of that previous high, which is the low to high of this move, Fibonacci retrace, and you can see that it lines up perfectly between the 61% here in green and the 76% in red. Right in here, which is a retest of that handle, a retest of this longer term trend line we have. Sorry guys, let me set this visibility months, cool month. So we have this longer term trend. It's very steep, this trend line. I don't like steep trend lines, but they happen, and you can use them. So we have coinciding with a previous, not all-time high, but an important high of 1800, which is this line you see here going across. I think this is like sort of the cup and handle resistance almost. Not perfect, but you can see we have resistance previously here with this previous all-time high. So 1800 is important. That coincides with our handle, right? So our handle resistance now turns support. We have the trend line, that long-term trend line, and we have this Fibonacci zone between the 76%, 61.8%, right? So again, all these things are converging. We also have the 21 period moving average coming up here in red, going right to that 1800. So it's all in this zone here. And so this is a zone we're going to watch for the retest of the handle breakout. We're then going to look for a nice reversal candle, which will give us an indication that it's going to move off of that support into a new long-term trend. And that move there is going to be the beginning, from a technical analyst standpoint, the beginning of the potential, upcoming big bull run in gold, metals, etc. Now, let's talk about what if that doesn't happen, because there is an option here that we have this, all-time high with this all-time high is a double top. So if all these supports break down, we're then watching for this support level here to either hold or break. If it breaks, we're then moving into a double top pattern and moving further down, further down into the teens, right? The teens over here. I don't think that's really going to happen, but you want to keep those things in the back of your mind. Cool. So that is gold. Now remember, we just did an analysis at monthly level because the technical structure is at monthly level. I don't really recommend, trading short-term metals. This is where you take your money, dump it in, leave it there, right? But if you have some money waiting and maybe you're taking off some profits you got from stocks, you want to put it in a long-term savings, long-term metals savings where you're not even going to touch that money until years and years later. If you have that money on the sidelines waiting right now and you're about to make that decision, this is when you could say, okay, I could hold off for a little bit and I can watch this analysis to see if we get back down to 1800 and I can buy at that point, right? So let's leave it there and let's go to silver. Let's see what we got going on with silver. Cool. So silver's been kind of annoying for a while. It's, a well-known manipulated market. But we do have this triangular pattern happening here. So we have an A, B, C, D, E. So we're at an E, we're looking for an F. So we're kind of looking for an F point, maybe somewhere around here. So, it looks like it's moving there now, but who knows? With all the manipulation, I don't know what's going on with like these exchanges, just like getting rid of people's trades and shit like that. I don't know what that means for some of these technicals, right? Because there's so much unknown stuff going on and so much crazy stuff going on. But what we're just trying to do is sort of prepare ourselves to have, an idea of what might be coming up. So what we might expect here is that we're moving into what is the F leg of this move. A, B, C, D, E, F. Usually you get a nice push off of that F, like I've talked about in my other videos, and a break, right? So, but the point generally is here that I think these low 20s and down into the 20, this is going to be the new long-term support. Actually, maybe I should say sort of medium-term support for silver. And again, we're at the monthly level, so we're looking very high level. Once this all breaks and silver starts moving into a bullish trend with, again, whatever recession or crash is coming up, it's not going to come back down, I don't think, ever to these levels that we're seeing in here, like the low 20s. I don't think it's ever going to come back down from that, particularly if the manipulation gets broken somehow. I don't know how that would happen. But so ultimately, again, if you got money kind of sitting on the sidelines, honestly, when it comes to silver, like I would probably just start buying some silver and just keep it there long term. But if you want to actually watch the chart and whatnot, that's what we'd be looking for, is another kind of retest down into this zone that we've highlighted, which is low 20s. Really long-term support is here at 20, which we can see is coinciding with the 200 weekly moving average here on the weekly chart. So we could get a potential spike down to 20, bouncing off the 20 and the 200 period moving average before any final move happens, and that could kind of flush out maybe some of the liquidity that might be sitting there. So who knows? But this is the general structure we're watching for. If it does, if you do see it go down to 20, if you're watching to buy some silver, I would buy it. Just buy it at 20. Cool. So that's metals, I guess. Let's keep it at that. Keep it simple. Gold and silver covers it. We can do specific ones at specific other metals at a different time. But that's Johnny's pick. So give a follow, give a like, give a subscribe, throw a comment. Follow Cash Daddies on Twitter. Follow Cash Daddies on Twitter. Go watch some Cash Daddies podcasts. and hope you have a good rest of the day. Peace for now. I'll talk soon.